Welcome to my 2026 Jamaica Sisters trip. In June, my sister and I went to Jamaica for an all girls trip. No husband and no kids. So on day one, we flew in to Atlanta, which is where we met, and then we got on a flight together to Montego Bay. We stayed at the Riu Reggae, which is an all inclusive, adults only resort that is connected to two other Riu resorts along the beach, Riu Palace and Riu Bay. Based on us staying in Reggae, we had access to Riu Montego Bay as another option. So you can see the minute we got to the resort, we unpacked, we changed into our swimsuits, and we hit the pool and the pool bar. It was in the afternoon, and we were able to get an earlier check-in, which was nice is that we were able to get great seats. In fact, I'd say the entire trip we were able to get great seats near the pools and on the beach. It wasn't an overcrowded resort at all. There's my sister. Isn't she cute? So we were lounging by the pool, had a few drinks, and then we decided to walk the property after this. We acquainted ourselves with how to access the beach. We got to meet some really nice staff. The staff there was amazing. And I must say, even though it's not the most expensive resort, the food was good. I wouldn't say great, but the food was good. The rooms were really clean, and it definitely had everything that we needed for the 5 days we were there. So this is us walking along the beach and sitting in some of the beach loungers after enjoying the pool. And like I said, tons of loungers available everywhere. So day two had us up early, and we decided to go to the gym and work out before going to breakfast. So I got my walk on and I lifted a few light weights, and then we went straight to breakfast. The breakfast was typically good. I feel really good about how I balanced vacation, but also my regular routines at home. So I worked out 3 of the 5 days we were there, either with walks or lifting some weights in the gym. And I had pretty much the same breakfast. The fruit there, obviously, on the island, it was so fresh, so good. They did on the buffet have a lot of Jamaican local breakfast foods. So I tried a couple of the stools for both breakfast and dinner. And also, the dairy was good. They had some really good yogurt. They had good eggs and a really good chicken sausage that I got a couple mornings. You can see me doing my happy dance because I really did enjoy the breakfast during the morning time. So my sister and I, we ate breakfast together most mornings. And this is one of the things I love traveling with other adults, people that, are grown and just, are I want to enjoy their trip too, is we did a lot of things together, but we actually did a few things apart. We both agreed that we wanted this vacation to be relaxing. So we didn't do too many excursions, but I'll share with you here in a minute all that we did do. But we knew we wanted to just relax. We wanted to lounge by the pool. We wanted to eat some good food. We wanted to just enjoy ourselves, but not feel like we were over agendaed, if you will. We didn't want a bunch of activities back to back to back. So on this specific day, we enjoyed the resort. So after breakfast, we went back to the room and changed into our swimsuits. And this is me serving face, if you will, by the pool. Um, we had just a really relaxing time. I had to turn off the sound from all these videos and do this voiceover because there was music playing everywhere on the resort at all times. And good music too. A lot of it was reggae, Caribbean beats, a little bit of hip hop here and there, a little bit of rock. But I must say, the music and the entertainment on this particular resort and also the other resorts were really nice. So that night we went to the steakhouse, which was a reservation restaurant, really good steak. And then after that, they had a beach reggae club night, which was a lot of fun. You can see the bar behind me. and they were playing all of the dance hall reggae hits. We had our shoes off, dancing in the sand. It was a really good time and a great way to end night two. So on day three, we got up bright and early because this was the day we did have a planned agenda to go to Chuka. Will save and share details of Chuka, but Chuka is an all inclusive excursion location in Sandy Bay, Jamaica, so about 40 minutes from our resort. And there you can do zip lining and a party catamaran cruise and horseback riding and ATVs. And so because we had a really early, I think it was like an 8 o'clock or 8:30 pickup from our resort, we got up early, we put on our swimsuits along with some shorts and tank tops, and we went and got our breakfast. And this is us just sitting and enjoying our breakfast because we did wake up pretty early with some time to spare because we knew we wanted to not feel rushed. And that's just another thing about this trip. I spent a lot of time sitting and just enjoying my breakfast, feeling the Caribbean breeze blow through. I never really felt too rushed on this trip. So I would say overall, that was time well spent. So once we got to Chuka, we immediately got to the horses. We knew we wanted to go horseback riding. This was my sister's first time on a horse, so she had a lot of fun. And after horseback riding, I decided I wanted to go to the swim up bar. That was about all the activities they were going to get out of me for the day. So my sister went and did zip lining, and I really enjoyed the swim up bar. It was actually an infinity type of pool overlooking the beach, which was just beautiful. So I lounged there while she did a couple other activities. And then when she joined me, we took a couple pics, we had a couple drinks. The service folks at Chuka were super nice and very accommodating. So after we lounged by the pool, it was time for us to go to our party boat. At Chuka, they want the party boat to be the last excursion or event that you do. And so right before we left, we did our hour-long party boat, and it was a good time. The DJ was serving up the hits. They had rum punch. People were dancing. It was a really good time. So here, back to our resort, you can see that they are a little aggressive when it comes to driving on the island, but luckily everybody was safe. And then later on that night at the resort, they had their white party. The white party is happens every other Friday, and it's just a night where all of the different resorts along the beach come together at the Montego Bay Resort, and they have a huge dance party. Everyone dresses in white, all the bars are open, and I'm just talking about like music and lights. They had dancers on stages throughout the dance floor. They were passing around these white balloons really to kind of get the party started and get it hyped. They even had like these really tall dancers on stilts. One was in a robot suit, and one looked like one of the folks you would see at a carnival in the Caribbean. But overall, it was a really fun night. I wound up going by myself because my sister this night wasn't feeling too good. So I went by myself, had a good time, met some fun people, and got a chance to dance. And the cool thing about the Rio resorts is you can access all the resorts along the beach or along a paved walkway. And so I felt very safe. The resorts are gated. And so I felt very safe walking around by myself at night. But yeah, we had a great time. Well, I had a great time. So, moving on to day four. This is me on my early morning beach walk, taking care of myself today. And it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, I'm almost done with getting my steps in. Then I'm going to go up to my room, cool off, and put on my swimsuit so that I can then lounge and enjoy the pool and the beach. So far, this has been shaping up to be a wonderfully relaxing vacation with my sister. We've been doing a lot of things together, but also kind of, breaking off and doing our own thing. So, best best vacation without my husband ever. And it was a great vacation. So when I got back to the resort and change, we decided to get a driver and go to the KFC in Jamaica. Now, I don't eat KFC even in the States, but apparently the KFC in Jamaica is one you have to try when you go. And it was pretty good. The line was long. Would I do it again? No. But if you like fried chicken and you want to try something local, I suggest you try it. So once we got back to the resort with our chicken, we ate and then we went back to the beach and just lounged around. Not too much happened on day 4. So day 5, honestly, was another lounge day, at least for the morning part. Day 5 is actually the day that we left. And it was a little sad, I'll tell you. Like, we just had such a great and relaxing time at this resort and on the island. So we got up early, we ate our breakfast, we made the most of our last few hours before we had to check out at noon and head to the airport. So this is us just sitting by the pool underneath the shade, having our last few rum punches and a rum and coke, and just really enjoying our last few minutes at the resort. So once our time was up, we went and grabbed our bags and we headed to the airport. Our driver took us early because I had booked us access to the Montego Bay Lounge, which is a prepaid private lounge in the Montego Bay Airport that, has typical lounge amenities like Wi-Fi, open bar, buffet, things like that. We enjoyed our time there while we had it. This is me journaling and making plans and remembering that maybe I didn't record all the content that I wanted to record because I was so into my vacation. But yeah, after this, we got on our flight and we headed back to Atlanta where we separated and went our opposite ways. But overall, it was a great trip. Thanks for watching.